Yo, what's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 21 Ultimate Team video. We got a surprise today. The playoff promo is confirmed. It's coming tomorrow, and we're going to take a look at all 14 Masters from the playoff promo. 95 overalls, one for every single playoff team. So we're going to take a look at all of those cards, plus their stats, and see which ones are the best. Maybe took a look at some options to make coins if you got these guys power-ups, are cards that, you know, they're cards, are earlier cards in the game. Let's go ahead and get on into it. So last night, and shout outs to everybody that came through on the Twitch channel, we did do a playoff prediction on Twitch. You guys helped me out. We put down a list of all of our master cards and then some cards under there that we would predict for playoff players, and it's kind of my fault that I waited so long to do this video. Now that the content is actually out there, it just makes no sense for me to put out all of those predictions. I was right on quite a few of them though, so I'm gonna pat myself on the back. But here we go. So the first one is up, and it's Darius Leonard from the Indianapolis Colts. This is one that I actually had on my prediction list. I guess I'll read off the other names here. I also had for the Colts, I had Phillip Rivers, Michael Pittman, Kenny Moore, and the kicker Blankenship was one that I had on my list. Thanks to Roboto for that one. So Darius Leonard, usually good with zone coverage. He's got decent speed here. Block shed 89, so he's more going to be like he's pretty solid in pass coverage, but also has the run stopper archetype there. So this could be a very good balance card, kind of a hybrid card. I like Darius Leonard. Again, with this one, make sure you check your binders for their power-ups, their core elites, any other cards that these players have had throughout the MUT year, because they could go up. This is a big name right here, and one that I thought Denzel Ward would get a card, but on my list, I had Nick Chubb as being the master card for the Browns. Now, this could mean that Nick Chubb maybe gets a Team of the Year card because he's had a solid year. I also had Jack Conklin, David Njoku, and Wyatt Teller for the Browns on my list, but you already know with Denzel, right? He's going to play great man coverage. Probably going to get him to 99 man coverage with most chems. He's going to be fast. He's 94 base speed without sprinter, without the power up. So we're probably looking at 96, 97 speed, even 98 speed for a lot of people, you know, rocking theme teams. This card looks really good. I had this card on my no money spent squad, and I foolishly got rid of it, and now I'm kind of kicking myself. We didn't get any details on how these sets are going to work, so we don't know if their power-ups are going to be overly expensive or if they're going to come along with the sets. That's something got to wait and see. I personally would not go overpay for a power-up today for any of these players, just in case that happens with the sets. We've seen it happen in a lot of sets going over the last couple months, so could it happen again with this one? I'm going to say yes, but I don't know, so don't overpay for any power-ups. Third card, left tackle, Baltimore Ravens, Ronnie Stanley. I don't think I had him on my name. I had their master being Orlando Brown. I was kind of right. I said on stream last night, I bet that the Ravens master card is going to be an offensive lineman. I just picked the wrong one. I also have J.K. Dobbins, Patrick Queen, Mark Andrews, and Dez Bryant on my list for Ravens playoff cards there. But we do have a brand new left tackle, 90 strength, 94 run block, 94 pass block. Very, very balanced there. Next card up, Tennessee Titans, Ryan Tannehill. This was actually one that I did predict. I think everybody in the community did, right? So I'm not going to act like I'm breaking news here. But Ryan Tannehill, also for the Titans, I have A.J. Brown, Roger Saffold, Adoree Jackson, and Rashaan Evans. With Roger Saffold and Adoree Jackson, they both have their base 81 overall core elite cards. They haven't got an upgrade since then, so those two guys really deserve or really need a playoff card, because they got the power-ups, they got the core elites, and nothing since then, since basically August. So here's Tannehill, 86 speed. He's got field general, right? So this is an important card to look at because this means he can, I think, get Hot Route Master and Gunslinger, kind of similar to like a Rich Gannon. And he's actually pretty fast. His throw power is a little shorter there, but he's got decent speed. You figure 87 speed with a power-up, 88, 89 with Sprinter or Shaker, and some theme teams might have him in the 90s. So this card actually isn't that bad, and it could be one that I might need to take a look at, honestly. For the Steelers, we have James Conner coming in with 92 speed, 86 change of direction, 94 carry, 93 break tackle, 94 acceleration, 86 agility. For the Steelers, I had as the master card is TJ Watt. I thought maybe Claypool would get a card. Hopefully he still does. And then I had James Conner on my list, just didn't expect him to be the master. Also have Tyson Alu and Terrell Edmonds for the Steelers. So there is that card. Moving on to the Bills, we got John Brown. Didn't see this one coming at all. I was a bit surprised actually, but there is John Brown, 95 speed. He doesn't have a power-up, keep that in mind, but he's going to be pretty close to 99 speed, and I would think eventually they'll give all the playoff masters power-ups if they don't have one. But there's John Brown. I had Stephon Diggs as my master card, or Josh Allen, one of the two. Now we don't know. I feel like Diggs may be his team of the year candidate, probably should be. Josh Allen, maybe they're waiting to see if he could win the MVP, but it's probably going to be Aaron Rodgers. But maybe they're waiting to see if he gets an honors card. But I'm sure that Josh Allen will have a card coming soon. On my list for the Bills, I have Josh Norman, Jordan Poyer, Ed Oliver, and Devin Singletary for additional cards. For the Chiefs, we got Honey Badger. This was one I actually predicted. I thought possibly Travis Kelce could get it, but I think Travis Kelce's a guy who'll probably get Team of the Year. Honey Badger had a great card early in the year, very versatile hybrid. He can play man, he can play zone, he can come up and play the run. He's a little short, but that's okay. This card looks solid. 92 speed, 94 man, 95 zone. Hit power is respectable, not great. Overall, I think it's a pretty solid card. For the Chiefs, I have L'Jarius Sneed, Eric Fisher, Mecole Hardman, and I can't remember Sorensen's first name, but I wrote down Sorensen, the strong safety or free safety. I know he's a defensive back for the Chiefs, but I really hope L'Jarius Sneed is one of the cards for the Chiefs playoff. All right, moving on to the NFC. This one, I was wrong. I figured Mitch would get a new card. I just didn't think it'd be the 95 overall. So I'm trying to find my paper here where I had the Bears. I had Kyle Fuller as the master for the Bears. It ended up being Mitch, Cole Kmet, Darnell Mooney, and Robert Quinn on my list here. So Mitch is a scrambler, 89 speed, throw, let's see here, where's the deep throw? Throw power, 96, that's really good. Short throw, 93, solid. Mid is a little weak there, so you're going to probably want to rock play fake on this card. This card's actually not bad, but with the scrambler archetype, you just don't get the greatest abilities there, so that's kind of an L. Jalen Ramsey is the card for the Rams. Rams fans can rejoice here. Also, Derwin vs. the World, the 90 overall card that you got free for watching the Tuesday streams will go into the power-up path now. So that means if you got Jalen Ramsey's power-up, I wouldn't be surprised if you see that go up in price, because everybody who has that free Jalen is probably going to want to power him up. Of course, with Jalen, a bit slow, unfortunately. You figured 93, 94 speed, maybe 95. Man coverage, zone coverage, really good. He's good at pressing. He does everything well, but the speed hurts a little bit. It kind of reminds me of Richard Sherman cards, where Sherman's speed would always be lacking, but everything else was so good, and he would still be a threat on the Mutt field. I'll be curious to see how this card plays. I probably will be skipping it, but I'm sure Rams theme teams, Jaguars, I don't know. Is there anybody in the world that would rock a Jaguars theme team? Probably not. But if there is, they're probably going to have him a little bit faster. There's Jalen Ramsey. Tom Brady gets the card for the Bucs. I didn't say my Rams predictions, by the way. I had Robert Woods, Cam Akers, Troy Hill, and Leonard Floyd. For the Bucs, I did predict Tom Brady as the master in my video that I never made, but here he is. Take a look at his stats. I also have Antonio Brown getting a card, Shaq Barrett, Tristan Wirfs for a rookie premier upgrade, and Antoine Winfield. But there's your Tom Brady. Phil General, he gets Hot Route Master. He will likely get Gunslinger as well. He's just not fast, right? He's not a fast quarterback. Never was, never will be. But there is your Tom Brady. For the Washington football team, we have Landon Collins. I didn't even have him on my list, so I was definitely wrong about that one. I said Kendall Fuller, but I do think Montez Sweat gets a card. McKissick gets a card. The dude, I don't remember his first name, last name Curl for Washington. He got an interception against the Eagles. He's had like 3 picks in the last 3 games. I think he gets a card as well. And Cam Sims. But there's Landon Collins, 90 zone, 83 man, 93 speed, 96 hit power. Washington theme teams, I mean, a lot of people are rocking them right now. This card is going to be a goon on those Washington theme teams that people are rocking. For the wide receivers, no surprise here, DK, Metcalf. I said it purposely. Don't flame me. I was just paying homage to my guy Kralo. But there it is. DK Metcalf. I predicted this one. I also have Chris Carson, Jordan Brooks, Dwayne Brown, and Jaron Reed. For the Seahawks, really curious to see the pricing on his 89 overall and his power-up right now, because this card looks pretty good. You figure 96 speed with the power-up, 97, 98, 99 with theme teams. It's going to be a good card. His power-up can only be earned right now through Team Affinity set. It's not in packs anywhere. So pricing on his power-up and maybe even his 89 are spiking right now. As soon as I'm done hitting record on this video, I'm going to sell the cards that I had in my binder. But there is DK Metcalf, probably a card I'm going to look to pick up, at least on my no money spent squad, depending on the price. Hopefully, there's no news, right, that we're going to get one of these free, but hopefully there's a solo sequence where we get either a random 95 for free or get a fantasy pack where we get one of these for free. That would be a W for this promo. It's coming out tomorrow, by the way. I don't think I've mentioned that. Maybe I did. More news will be coming, and of course, when the content hits game tomorrow, we'll be there to cover it. Kenny Clark is the card, the 95 overall for the Packers. I didn't even have him on my list. I thought Jair Alexander would get one. Robert Tanyan's on my list. AJ Dillon, Darnell Savage, and David Bakhtiari, even though he's hurt. But there is the Packers card, and rounding it out is Teron Armstead for the Saints. I actually did not have him on my list. I had Demario Davis as my master card for the Saints. Trey Hendrickson, I think he's like leads the league in sacks, or he's way up there in the category in the NFL. He needs a card. Emmanuel Sanders, Marcus Williams, and Latavius Murray are on my list for the Saints. Those are all of your playoff masters. I think we're still going to get, or I guess playoff heroes. I think we're still going to get like master card 96 overall. As far as I know, it wasn't revealed. But again, when that content hits game tomorrow, we'll be covering it, showing you everything you need to know about it. Thank you for tuning into this one. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.